Beatbox is so cool, and I like Wing's music so much that I wrote out an arrangement of Dopamine for the Seahawks drumline. That was a little clip from rehearsal this weekend. Once we get it more solid, I'll upload a full video. But for right now, we're going to check out Wing, Aventador. I'm excited. Let's go. Let's listen to it twice. First time, no stop. Second time, we'll go back and talk about it. Here we go.
Killing in the moment like an Aventador. If I turn into a record, I'll be begging for more. Stem me harder, come deeper, accelerate the lore. Turn the pain into beast, I'm an Aventador.
Whoa.
If I walk
That
into
was
the
cool.
pressure, I don't think anymore. Make me bleed. I just wake up the lore. Turn the pain into power.
The bossa nova clave with that. How is he panning? What the fuck? Dude, that's insane. I miss this guy. Listen to this is fun. Brushes.
Can I get it? Can I go in?
Keeping this vocal flow motif in here.
Can we burn it?
Wow. I'm resisting the urge to stop so much. Nice groove in these fills. These timbre shifts are wonderful. Ooh. Nice variance there. Oh my god. The quality of sound on the snare, the spit snare is amazing. If that is a spit snare. Back to it. How do you do those 3 layers at once?
Interview, no more Aventador.
This is ridiculous in the best of ways. Outstanding, man. That is a beautiful composition musically. All the way it was constructed was really, I love the fact that we get that vocal motif, that rhythmic flow, not once, not twice, 3 times all the way through that. I mean, variances of it were clearly represented in the other parts as well. So compositionally outstanding. First thing, I already said it, I really miss listening to him. It's super fun. I really enjoy these. There are other videos of drummers covering his tracks and just chopping out with it. There has to be. Okay, let's go back. There's so many beautiful things happening in this. That was so difficult not to hit stop. I love the fact. All that grouping at 16 note, that like whisper tone vocal flow with all these short notes and one manipulation of long note on the end. I was already bought in for like groove factor and just kind of how the flow is being introduced from moment one. But this little flipper here, like in, out, whatever direction the airway went, it was super effective with that visual change in the back. Obviously, the visual change doesn't matter for sound. It enhances, though, like it makes it part of the video experience, and the experience has been great so far. Now, this thing, though. I love the bossa nova clave pattern here, like cross stick feel, with this timbre of snare drum that we have right now that he's giving us, it feels more like a cross stick, to be honest. Because later on down the road, we get two variants on, I don't know if it's spit snare or not. I'll probably use the terminology incorrectly, but the second one is by far my favorite. It sounds so damn good. Quarter note pulse build here. Don't know where it's going to go. I didn't think we were going to go into this horn thing and then the eventual panning, which is insane, by the way. I love the quality of the groove and the little fill, though, that whatever this is. I feel like beatbox fills are really fun to listen to because they're similar to like a drummer or percussionist because they're very percussive in nature, yet you get such a different type of like what like kind of the approach is. I almost said the meta. That would be incorrect because everyone sounds so different for what they're doing. However, with the type of like, since there's so much airflow and like what's going on here involved, again, I don't know the terminology, but you get like a uniqueness to it that feels similar throughout multiple beatboxers, even though they all have something to contribute that sounds different, but there is a similar like approach, if that makes sense. I really like listening to it. Now this part, I don't get. Is that in post or is he doing it live? Is there a way to manipulate the sound directly? Like, are we doing this kind of thing? Because that channel, that goes channel left, channel right for me through that as all that is delivered. I mean, I guess you could mess around with this kind of stuff like here, but he's right on it. I mean, and I don't know how much of this is, you know, are we looking at a wireless, you know, mic here? Are we just pantomiming? Are we doing what's on the studio version? I don't know, because obviously you can hear the points where there's, you know, there's some clear moments that kind of like scream like, okay, this has been this, the intonation is too perfect, you know? But I don't know. I want to know, can he do that panning thing live? Doesn't matter if you can't, I don't care. The effect is so killer. I would listen to that 10 out of 10 times any day of the week. It's really fun. Let's keep going. That like percolating sound. What? Hold on. I need to hear that again. That low end, it feels like bubbles. What is that, dude? So remember we talked about that vocal, the vocal flow, obviously it's really represented right here. You could still feel that and all the movement, because those are just, you know, 1 E into 2 E into 3 E into 4 E. They're just 16th notes. However, they're very, very complicated 16th notes with all the timbre shifts and the creation processes required to give what we're getting. But it's a tie-in of the motif rhythmically, what's going on. So that's where the composition factors are so damn cool. That feels like brushes on the snare drum, you know what I'm saying?
Can I get it? Can I go in? Step into it. Can we burn it?
Yeah, we're getting all the, you know, bump, 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 bump. We're getting that, you know, progression throughout that bass line throughout the chord there, super, super clear. You get that in, out breathing, very, very clear. And then all the other movements on top of that. As we ascend here. This is crazy. It's like BD. That first one is strong and the second one is stronger. But hold on, before we even get to what is, I need to hear these high end. I don't know what they're called. This, because they're like bop, bop, bop. That, and there's so much like sound happening with it. Don't know the name for the terminology or what you're doing to create that sound, but it is amazing to listen to.
Come and get it.
And they come and get it. I love the fact that we got like one little set of lyrics right there. After that, those eighth note triplets happening in the, I don't know, dude, lip speed, ultra vibrato, high pitched horn sounding thing. That last one on 4 and it was fuzzy like the other ones, but it had a different quality sound. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is where the ultra musicianship for me is when listening to this. All the little variances that we get throughout the really smart use of the composition. And two. simple little shifts, eighth note triplets to straight eighth notes, like cool little things, make it fun. As far as, man, if you had like huge subs, that'd just rip the room over here. Yeah, like the timbre shifts within this. This snare. I don't know what you call that type of spit snare, but that's the kind of snare, like, that's just reminds me of, like, I don't know, 90s hip hop snare. Like that, I'm super partial to it. Like, he's creating this, I don't know, he's giving me like a nostalgic, like, snare feeling, if that even makes sense, you know. What I'm trying to say is I really like the quality sound, because not all snares are created equal, especially in beatbox, you know. God, that sounds amazing. Yeah, this one's like, we go back to the bossa nova clave, and this one feels like this is a wetter, like a wispier, sorry. Just the snare feels different than the one we just heard about 10 seconds ago, but it's extremely different than the one we got in the beginning. It felt way more like wood, like cross stick ish. This is just such a different, more like a white sound. Like, it just has like, oh, wispy quality. Makes sense, but for me it does. This is crazy right here. Yeah, that is such extreme. Oh, we're down here. Then those up there, like each one of those is so flawless. That's where I was like, are we tuning these in post? Because I would love to hear this happen, you know, right on the stage in front of me. It doesn't really matter. Like, I'm not concerned about if it is or not. I'm just like going, wow, that's quite the range difference that is required to execute there. Like, that's pretty damn impressive. I didn't even notice on that. There's like this windy descent sound. Like a whistle tone in there too. There's too many things happening. It's amazing. Oh, sorry, I was talking over the 6-tuplet lick right here. This is my favorite part. That's a little quad lick right there. That's a crazy sound. Then you get the full circle. Yeah, man. Okay. Musically, like from a composition standpoint, just song format, A+. Like everything is there that you need. For me, I really, really enjoyed hearing that. Now, let me know what else we need to be doing, because I'm ready. The channel's brand new. This is literally the first video on the channel. It's such an exciting time. Anyway, thanks for being here, by the way. I appreciate you watching. But let me know what other beatbox we need to do, because I'm ready to jump back in. Okay, let me know what you think about this. You know what I think? Let me know what you think down in the comments. I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy. Bye-bye.